Hello again, friends. Welcome back to twitch.tv/TrooperBerry. And welcome back to more of The Long Dark, where the word of the day is heck. Well, we finally got our hands on the bunker rifle last time, and the achievement for firearm variants did not pop. Which can only mean one thing: we have to go to Blackrock. Joy.
Hello?
Wait,
Hello?
did I not save last time? I could have swore I slept to save. What the hell happened?
Come in. Repeat. Come in.
Alright, that's weird, but we'll just do the damn thing again.
Still alive? Well, damn.
Okay, yeah, so, I mean, I know I did this conversation last time, but fine, we'll do it again.
You're back.
Anyway, hope you're all doing well.
If anything in this new world makes sense, it's leaving him there to rest.
Better than Wyatt, clearly.
Whew. Brain fog's clearing a bit thanks to you. Who would believe any of this shit?
No one's around to believe.
Don't matter.
Yep, sure doesn't.
I'll be around. For now.
Okay, and we are going to do one more trade
What
because,
deal?
again, we have to... Yeah, we have to do one more trade to get to max trader trust. I will do this. I'm very annoyed that he's eating up all my nearby cured maple saplings, but that's alright. We'll do that. What else did we get? No, none of those. Oh, I think we got more flour. Yeah, salt we're good. We'll give him, yeah, a couple more bags of flour.
I'm done.
Yeah, I've got one cured maple here. I think, yeah, I think this might be the last one we have here. Now, I know I've got some elsewhere, including, I'm pretty sure, in Timberwolf Mountain. So, what we're going to do... Now, we'll just sleep away the rest of the Aurora. So, what are we looking at? All right. We'll give him a couple wolf hides. That's fine. 8 kilos of meat, easy. We got that fresh bear meat out there. Liter and a half water, easy. The maple saps can wait. But what we're going to do is, yeah, we're going to go to Blackrock via Timberwolf Mountain. And then we're going to check the prison because the revolver we need is somewhere in there. Now, what has most likely happened is, Astrid, please, for the love of God, don't do that. Yeah, the most likely thing that has happened is I've never got that revolver on this run, and I'm remembering a different run where we got that one. So, all right, you definitely don't need 11 pieces of cloth. Don't yeah that oh heavy hammer. Oh right, we got the hammer as a reward. Okay. Bunker rifle can go in there. Hammer can go in there. And all of a sudden, we're way lighter. Wait, holy heck. That thing's only 1.5 kilograms. Wow. Okay, I can see why people are fond of it. Gee, Merry Christmas. That's a great weight to kill ratio or whatever. Man, I had no idea. Okay. Now, as we are going to Blackrock, I am going to. We're going to take some precautions. We're going to grab some more stems. I am going to take a firearm cleaning kit because our revolver is going to get a workout, almost certainly. And do I have all my revolver ammo? It looks like I do. Okay. How's our bow? 66. Could be better, could be worse. But that might also be the best one we have, and we need maple saplings for other purposes, at least for now. Yeah, those are both not great. No, no, you keep hold of that. Okay, there we go. Now they got the light of day. Let me just do. Yeah, we're awash in birch saplings. I take a couple cured wolf pelts. Okay, the pelts and then the meat and the water are out there, and then we'll drop the hides or we'll drop the saplings once we're back. Oh geez. There we are. Man, these traps must be tiny. Okay, well, we know where we're going. Question is the question will be is if Petunia is back up. She might be. I don't think I left any saplings at Misanthropes. Uh, well, I guess the alternative is yeah, we have some at Mystery Lake. Okay. No, not the guts. Move the hides. There we go. Hey, concerned Martian. Probably for the next week, you made a week of lunches. Good. Pack leftover. Okay. You just update your finances. Nice, nice. Well, good to see a concerned Martian. I hope the hope you, oh wow, yeah, we do have 2 bear hides here. Yeah, yeah, that's good work by you. Looking ahead. Do I prep for yeah, in some ways at least. Um, I actually did just earlier this evening. I did make a big batch of curry in the slow cooker. And when I cook in the slow cooker, I break that up over 5 separate meals. So that's 5 meals right there. And then the other meal of the day is usually, it's like we have like a 2 dish rice places near work that I'll get, or
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I'll get a yeah, I got like sandwich materials, just something really simple. Also, hello, Zert. Welcome in. You had a good first week. Nice. Mostly training. Good, good. Glad to hear it. But yeah, I hadn't made curry since the lift started working again. So, and well, with the week that's ahead, I might need just a little touch of the old comfort food. Because it does look like it does look like the super typhoon is it's on its way. It looks like it's gonna thread that needle between Luzon and Taiwan, and gonna. I don't know if we're gonna get a direct hit, but it's gonna come close enough to really make things rough for us. Okay. Were you? How the fuck? Oh, okay. I deflected. All right, well that's fine. Yeah, the lifts, and hilariously enough, the shiny brand new lift that has been in place for less than 2 months, it wasn't working today. I had plans to pop out and get a nice Sunday breakfast, but that would rip those plans. Yeah, that is the plan, Zert. We're going to drop off a few things in the box, and then we are going to ski-daddle. These be story. Oh, yeah. I mean, it, wait a minute. Wait, what? Sutherland, the hell you doing here? It's not an Aurora, my dude. Does he? I've only ever seen him out in an Aurora. It's the middle of the damn day, sir. Shouldn't you be, I don't know, not nauticaling somewhere? What the heck? Yeah, our man's out in the daylight. Imagine. That's a shell casing. That's nonsense. Anyway, I got so distracted. Yeah, so yeah, if it's gonna come closest like late late Tuesday or really early Wednesday. So you got 5 kilograms. So you get 8 kilograms plus 1.5 liters of water. But I think like the right now like the maximum sustained winds are something like 200 20 kilometers an hour. No, it's out over open ocean. But and that's at the center, like at the eye wall. And now I need 8 kilos of good meat. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, flour's locked in. Got 2 cured maple sappies to go. Does your work shut? Well, I mean, what will most likely happen is they'll very benevolently say, "Oh, you are allowed to work from home." It's like, gee, thanks. What was I gonna do? Travel? But yeah, but it will have to be though because um, what the way Hong Kong's storm warning system works, it goes from 1 to 3 to 8 to 9 to 10. And there's like one is just like there's a storm in the general vicinity. Like don't freak out. 3, which will probably get maybe late tomorrow. That'll be, yeah. Something's probably gonna hit us, so make preparations. When it gets to 8, that's when they start looking at shutting down public transportation, but they give you like a 2-hour notice. So if you're at work, they say, hey, we're shutting down public transportation. Any employer worth their salt lets people who need to go home go, because some people got long commutes. And then like 9 or 10, yeah, full shutdown. And now, as we demonstrated throughout basically the pandemic, we can do our thing from home. But what will complicate that is if there's power outages, and like when we're talking like the equivalent like 100-mile-an-hour winds, yeah, there's a very real chance of power outages. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. How long has it been since you all had a bad storm? Actually, hey, I want to go back and check up. Yeah, I want to grab just one. Well, I want to check and see if I'm leaving a bunch of arrows behind. I might bring a few more. How long has it been? The last super typhoons to hit Hong Kong were back in 2017 and 2018. Like Mangkhut was the most recent one. Excuse me. And it's still fresh enough in people's memory that if people hear like there's like a super typhoon on the way, people are going to react accordingly. Stock up on candles, yeah, and like they're like maybe even starting tomorrow night, there'll be the requisite crush at all the grocery stores. People load up on whatever their survival food is. Like the city authorities, like the weather, like the observatory and like the public safety folks, they recommend having food and water for 2 days in case things go wrong. Which I think we're okay on, actually. Because like in addition to the curry I made and some frozen stuff I have, worst comes to worst, I have a couple packages of tortillas and a whole bunch of I got canned tuna, peanut butter, honey. I could hole up for a few days. Okay. Am I did I leave another stash of arrows here, or did I actually make them and use them up? I might have just used them up. Okay. Well, Oh yeah, we restocked the welcome mat of fish because there used to be like the half a pile here, but then we moved them all outside. But we were because we started cooking those to get the lamp oil we needed for a few trays. Okay, you know what? I actually am. That's 6. So give me 6 of those and 18 of those. About I have some. I would like to think I have enough to get through 2 days. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, done. Nice. I'm okay. After work tomorrow, I might brave the grocery stores myself. I mean, I do have pretty much what I need. And if I'm honest, bottled water might be one of the things, that and that and instant ramen probably one of the things people are most going for. Okay, give me something calorific here. That is not calorific. That's calorific. All right. Okay, yeah, 18 arrows, about 100 rounds. Oh, flare shells. Okay, yeah, 6 is fine. Yeah, power outage for 3 days. They told you not to drink the tap water. Your neighbor had to tell you. Yeah, that's not great. Although I guess if your power's out, like unless you have like in a civil service radio, how you meant to know. But yeah, that's not a bad idea. And like the tap water here in general is pretty reliable, but yeah, it's good to build in wiggle room in case like something really bad happens. But as I say, I have some stashed away, and I could grab more, I suppose. And like what's the rule of thumb? Like if you do have like an extended power outage, whatever's in the freezer, eat that first if you can, or anything that's gonna go off. Okay. Now I know we're getting a late start, but I just want to get up to get up to the trailer en route to the coal mine, and then we can continue our journey from there. Yeah. So. In terms of other preparations, because like let's see, I got the stash away food, stash water. Um, if you can't, like if you're in a shelter in place, have a spot that is away from windows, and I do have one of those. Not It's not very big, but it exists. Don't forget, but yeah. Well, we took care of him last time, and even on these settings, I'm pretty sure he hasn't respawned yet. But I suppose we'll find out. Hello, Goofy. Welcome in. How is the weekend for you? Did you have a lovely time celebrating your birthday week? Either stash your food, stash your water like TLD or IRL. Well, maybe a little from column A, a little from column B. I mean, granted, I don't think the rate of decay on stuff I make isn't as aggressive as it is in the game, thankfully. But yeah, candles maybe. They say power flashlight. You have a flashlight and batteries handy just in case. I'll have to look for those.
Feels like night is coming.
It do tend to do that. Oh, you're okay. It was Wednesday. March. Yours was last Monday. Nice. Okay, now where is? Yeah, here. Yeah, the road is here. Yeah, well, you got to do something to get those past the long winter nights, I suppose. But yeah, I had thoughts of taping my windows, in case something really nasty were to happen. But um, after talking with a few people, it sounds like that might not be necessary. Like the actual efficacy of that is maybe not what we're looking for. Is this where I actually want to be? I don't know. No, it is not. It is not. We shouldn't be going over log bridges. But yeah, at this point, like it's making like there's like little preparations here and there because it's going to be on top of us pretty soon. But if the nice part about it being like moving this quickly, in theory, yeah, it gets on us pretty quickly, but it should be off us pretty quickly as well, hopefully. Oh, come on. Oh, we just did this. Thank you. Okay, okay. Have a good ironing sesh. Yeah, Goofy. Well, we might be getting a super typhoon coming through, like the equivalent of a Cat 5 hurricane. Okay, how? Okay, I'll tell you what we could do. We can, yeah, we might be able to make Thompsons. If we do that, maybe we can make a quick check-in at Molly's. See if they have a maple sapling in the basement. Because if so, we could use that. If not, we'll raid our stash from Mountaineers. But I just want to see what's there. But yeah, it's because we've had like some I got like lower level typhoons come through, but like this is the first one that looks like genuinely scary. Yes. Hello, Bun Bun. Goodbye, Bun Bun. Yeah, most likely, it'll be a whole lot of wind and rain, and the building's gonna go swaying this way and that, and I will do my best to distract myself from whatever's going on outside by probably more Silk Song, and have it. I will be too engrossed in that to get enraged. Maybe. Then they're building it correctly. Well, maybe, maybe, probably, but again, I mean, this isn't again. This is in aggressively, you know, capitalist city where construction firms have been frequently caught cutting corners. Now, this building was built in the 60s, and it is thankfully it is like it's tall, but it's like surrounded on like three sides by buildings that are even taller. So it seems like that should spare us from the worst of the wind, but I'm not a windologist, so what do I know? But yeah, it'll probably be fine, and but most likely that'll just be another excuse for me to not leave my apartment for a day or two. Oh darn! I can do that standing on my head. Okay. Wait. Hang on. Okay. I might have the same issue as Pickle Lil. You see that dark hump on the horizon? It doesn't go up or down, but if I look left or right, you see that? What the hell is that? Pickle Lil's been having something similar on her streams. That's is it a UFO in the distance? That's so weird. Anyway, I've never seen that before. But then again, I never was never of a mind to look for it. Okay, so you do see the good. So I'm not hallucinating. That is just so weird. And the thing is, like, she had it like right flush in the middle of the screen. No, it's still there. I can see it like just lurking over over the crest of the horizon. That is bizarre. Yeah, it's still doing it. Hmm. I guess next time I see Pickle Lil, I'll have to report in that she is not alone in being menaced by you know amorphous blobs in TLD. Well, yeah, I can't see over. Yeah, 'cause I think there's enough stuff in the way, or I can't actually see it from here. That is weird. Anyway, oh, go away. No one likes you, Bingo. Okay. Do I have any maples here? I got birch. I don't see any maple. Well, bother. That's annoying. Oh, there's our never touched festive sweater. Okay. When is it? Um, right now the forecast says it's supposed to be like tomorrow will be mostly clear. Uh, like late Tuesday, the weather will start to get bad, and like the worst of it should be like 7 a.m. Monday ish, or sorry, 7 a.m. Wednesday. But we're not like we're gonna get something. The question is like, are we just gonna catch the outer bands, or like is it gonna be one of these things where we get like or we have to deal with a direct hit? Mm, it's fine. We can make water if we need to. Just did you get a bit of water and stuff? Oh, you mean like hurricane prep? Oh, stop it. Yeah, I have some bottled water. I've got food set aside. I'm gonna make sure everything is nice and charged. Yep, most likely I will just. I mean, we'll almost certainly be told just work from home Tuesday. And if for whatever reason my employer does not say that, I will take care of that responsibility for them. I am. Oh yeah. Okay, I knew I had some water here. But yeah, it'll be okay. Although maybe tomorrow after work I might dip into a grocery store, see if I can grab whatever hasn't been just hoovered up by everyone else in the neighborhood. Okay. Yeah, I said we're gonna do a quick check in at Molly's, and we're gonna see if I have any maple sappies there. I don't think you would need much, but you could get a bit. Apparently, if you get a bucket of KFC. Well, doesn't sound like the worst. Doesn't sound like the worst idea, you know. Right? Just like something nice to help pass the time. You treat yourself. Although, I know a bucket of KFC for one person it seems like a bit much. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll order a pizza. So pizza's good hot, pizza's good cold. Chicken for I don't know. Second and third day fried chicken. I don't know if I can get behind that idea. Like it loses its luster pretty quickly, at least for me. But pizza keeps. And plus, here they don't make pizzas that big, so it could easily fit in the fridge. KFC is great cold with some white bread. Hmm. Oh yeah, you can make an impromptu sandwich out of it. But yeah, I think the other reason I might err on the side of pizza is because like I think there's a Pizza Hut not too far from, and I know it's Pizza Hut. I know, but it's close. And when you got a typhoon on the way, you don't want to be oot scootin' boot. Excuse me. I mean, I could just easily get like get a frozen pizza, but I gotta be able gotta make the ding dang thing. Yeah, we wouldn't have like a the full blown hurricane parties they got like South Florida or New Orleans, but we can just set up shop, turn on a stream, hang out, just just in case maybe stay away from a window. They had the Pizzones for a while. I don't know if they still do. And I don't know. Yes, you are correct, Goofy. I don't have an oven, but I do have a microwave. Did I tape the windows? No, I have not. And like we were discussing earlier, it sounds like it's debatable whether that actually does any good. But we'll see. And you know, if the landlord insists, then I guess they don't do that. But we'll see what they have to say. Apparently, there's some like the popular thing, like instead of tape, they have like something like a cling film or whatever, and like you put that over your windows. But I'll be damned if I can find that anywhere around here. Alrighty. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, hang on, the fog is lifting. That's good. I was trying to remember, like, does the bear come down this way now? I genuinely do not remember. But if the fog wants to burn off at this particular juncture, I certainly won't stop it. Oh, does it, Zert? Okay, well, I'm glad I remembered that just in case. But it appears to be engaged elsewhere, which is fine. No, that is a wolf. Okay. Oh, do I have? Hey, there we go. That's. I need a. Well, no, 700. Yeah, that'll do. Just double check. It says cooked on it. There we go. Oh, we got a bunch of potatoes and carrots. Good. In case we ever need to actually want to make Thompson family stew. You know, the new meme recipe. Okay. Hey, got one. Honestly, one's all we need. I would love to have more, but we'll take our one. Okay. Now we go to Mountaineers. So I've got one cured maple at Mountaineers. Or no, I got one cured maple at the Quonset. I have one on me. Pretty sure I have at least a couple at Mountaineers. I'm not pleased with how thin on these I am. But we get one. We got to keep the trader sweet, and also I need that pemmican recipe, man. So well, yeah, in future. Yeah, because the recipes won't cost car batteries anymore, but they'll still cost lamp oil and cloth, I assume. Yeah, I don't know what well, maybe he just really likes whittling. You know, it's the same reason he asked for like 8 pieces of cedar, or initially he asked like 20 pieces of cedar firewood for like a box of cereal or a bag of dried apples. Whatever. So yeah, actually that might be we might need to go. Well, no, I was about to say, do we need to go on a maple hunt? But I mean, we have like a handful of partially used bows, or we could just like stop using the bow for a while. But why? I like using it. I'm good at it. And unlike the rifle and the revolver, we can make more ammo easily. And we do have beachcombing. You know, I know it's RNG, and I don't like relying on RNG, but we do have that option with us. Like, and if we're gonna be living out our days right there on the coast, the routine would be anytime a blizzard comes through, we skedaddle out like it's Christmas morning, and we comb coastal and crumbling and DP. And we cross our mittened fingers and toes that we get ourselves some more maple. But there has to be more. Like we got a silly amount of yeah yeah because we got a stupid amount of saplings out of Ash Canyon, which we hauled to Mountaineers. Okay, there has to be a bunch of them there. And if that is the case, we'll take some of them back to Coastal. Not a lot, but some. Yeah. Ash Canyon is like Sappy Central. And I know we spent a lot of time there, you know, chopping and hauling those. I just I can't remember what the ratio is. And again, this is part of why I'm so paranoid about making a travois. And we got like what another 400 odd days in front of us potentially. Like we're not, no, we're not. I was thinking, is this the thing that makes me turn pacifist? No, no, it is not. We'll find more maple saplings one way or another. We'll make fresh bows, or well, no. Actually, was it no? I think it was user. You were saying that the because we just got the wait, did I get it or am I trading for it? Yeah, we're trading for the bushcraft bow blueprint. I think you said that one. That does that use like uh green birch saplings instead of maple? Honestly, I don't. Given the amount of cured birch saplings we have, I don't know how many of those there are out in the world. Like we might have been so efficient in hunting and harvesting them. I might have accidentally screwed myself. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Well, but we'll roll with it. Whatever happens. We might have. We'll just have to be more selective in our engagements. And you'll have to outwit some wildlife instead of just out shooting it. Some both in Blackrock. Well, Hmm. That's not a terrible shout. Because, like, in terms of, like, zones that we have not thoroughly looted, it's basically Black Rock and the Zoc. Okay, no, hang on. No, no, no. Okay, that's the cave. The cave is on a right. That means the bunker is right there. Let me just double check. I'm almost certain that's the case. If so, we actually need to go back that way. But I mean, as long as we're in the neighborhood, let's just take a peek in there. See if I left anything important. Yeah, yeah, okay. Oh, and PV's gonna PV. Well, good time to pop in here. Okay, yeah. Hey, let me grab these. Just make sure they're unloaded.
Drop any of this gear.
You will very shortly, my dear. Just work with me. Okay. No. 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 Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I got everything out of here that is important. Okay, you're empty. Drop you. You're empty. Drop you. Okay. Well, yeah, so let's get to the space capsule, and then, uh, conditions allowing, we'll move on. Okay. Well, okay, I say get to the space capsule. We're going to have to move on because there's uh, no actual shelter there anymore. I wonder how that happened. And naturally, the game knows. Yeah, yeah. Space capsule is well, it went back to its home planet. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm starting, on Zert's, suggestion to loot Blackrock, because now the fact that we didn't get the firearm variant achievement has me wondering, like how many memories from from the bow only run have bled over into this one, because I have a distinct memory of finding the Warden's revolver in the guard tower you can climb up to with those blue ropes. But now it seems pretty clear that had to have been in that other run. So, maybe, for all I know, there are saplings to be found. Now the question is, like, do we want to deal with the headaches involved? And by headaches, I mean timber wolves. And it's not like Sundered Pass where they're easy to see. We got a bunch of like hills and hiding places and whatnot. To say nothing of the cougar. Hey, psychotic deer, welcome in. How's the weekend going for you? We're just against our better judgment and against our wishes. We are going to Blackrock. Because as it turns out, getting the bunker rifle did not get us the firearm variant achievement, alas. So the only, or I should say, as best I can tell, the last spot we have to, the last one we have to get is the Warden's revolver. Because I have laid hands on every other one. Like we found Barb's rifle was the first one we found. Use that for a time. Vaughn's rifle is sitting in a locker at the dam because I put it there. We found the curator's rifle on stream. We got evidence of that. And now we have the bunker rifle sitting in the locker at Quonset. And we found the hunter revolver in the hunter cache, hidden behind a bucket. And we have the forester's revolver on our person, and that's 6. So, process of elimination. Warden's revolver is the only one that's left. So yeah, the main idea is we get in, we grab the revolver, and we skedaddle. If perchance we lay eyes on some unclaimed saplings while we're there, I don't know. That's not what we're looking for. Maybe we grab some of those too. But it would be really solid of our man Sutherland if he just like stopped asking for our saplings. Whatever it is he's doing with them on his boat. We don't ask questions. We just, at some point we're gonna have to just like stop trading for whatever those are. Good. Yeah, there's the the remnants of most of the bunker the bunker contents, I should say. That was like what, four metal sets of metal shells there, plus a couple crates. There we go. Girl, it's only noon. You're already yawning? Come on now. You have a magical journey ahead of you. Okay. But yeah, I suppose yeah, we probably should stop. Stop, give her at least a little bit of a rest because if we're not going to climb, we're going to take the Timberwolf exit to Blackrock, but that's going to either involve a climb or trying to slip past a bear. Neither of which would go very well just now. All right. Yeah, I don't necessarily dislike the idea of maybe having an extended stay in Blackrock at a later date, but we do have. I mean, we're working on other things just now, and I don't. Well, okay. What are those other things? Well, specifically, I want to. We're gonna keep. We're gonna keep corresponding with our man Sutherland at least until we get the pemmican recipe. After that, well, we might need some distance from it. Because I'm trying to think what else is there? What what does he have that we would actually urgently need? Let's see what. Okay, other than pemmican, we got the vagabond soup, the porter soup. Is there another recipe? I can't remember. We got the wolf hat, the wolf pants. Yeah, I don't know that I have a full recall of every single recipe the trader has. Oh, you know what it might be? We might be in a spot where we need. Yeah. If we're gonna try to get the cook all 9 unique recipes achievement. Now we've already done that in this run, but you don't get retroactive credit. So we might need to trade for, say, some peaches, probably a couple things of peaches, some maple syrup, and whatever else. We can't trade for acorns though, but I haven't necessarily been harvesting those, so that we can probably do on our own. But yeah, we might need to have a fancy cooking session. Oh yeah. Well, potatoes and carrots, maybe. Basically, you're ruined. Yeah, a lot of those. They've just been in the world for so long, they've completely given up the ghost. And I can't remember if you're. Can you cook with those now? Maybe, possibly? Or was that like a temporary thing Hinterland allowed us? Okay, there's one maple sapling. I'm going to put that there so I remember it. Oh, there. Okay, I got three. Well, I got three more. Okay, that's not a lot, but I can just grab those two, take them back. Okay, okay. Yeah, let's do that. So once we come back from our visit to the Rock of Black, then we'll just take those. Okay, those are fine. We got no end of stuff here. You know what? I will take a few birch teas. Yeah, there's where a lot of my rose hips went. Okay, nothing there. Yeah, those are just fine. Those keep their condition. Oh, there's where all the hacksaws went. Okay, that's 64%. What's my bow at? 66. All right, so we'll have a decent replacement waiting if we go hog wild while we're in Blackrock. All right, so we be going in at 42 kilos. Nope, come on. Okay, it's mid-afternoon. Climbing, not really an option. Thing is, oh, well, we can sleep in the cave. What's our bedroll at? 88%. It's fine. Yeah, because what I want to do is we're going to go up the river. We're going to take a right. We're going to go up on that plateau there, and then take that one little narrow path up to the engine. So I love that you can see the tail end of the crash at the summit. Anyway, if we're gonna do that, let's just absolutely go to town. There we go. But yeah, we'll just get there. We'll sleep in the cave. Oh yeah, how are we for water? 2.3. That's okay. We're not awash in food, but it should be fine. You got five. Oh no, well, 5 seats left. Nice. What have you checked off there recently? And the 4 of them you're working on. Cool. That's some good progress. Yeah, we have a handful to go yet. I think last time I almost kind of talked myself into trying to do the Langston Mine cheevo on this run. But if we're going to do that, we basically need to get an absurd amount of caffeine pills from the trader, and again, that might take max trader trust. Trader I trust and 16 pictures in each region. Nice. Yeah, the camera achievements are fun, which I've come around to Dunn's position that if the camera is if the camera actually does not factor into like gameplay at all. If it's just for fun, why put it there? You know, or just make a second camera. But it's like I don't understand why if having something just for fun requiring you to go all the way to the weather station. Because like that's something like a lot, creative people, are the many artistic types in this community. They a lot of folks would love to go to town with that, but it's a long way to go, and it requires getting the DLC. It'd be a nice goodwill gesture to make that available for everyone, but I don't have to run a business, so what do I know? Working on Misery, finding all the guns, all the mementos. Yeah, and we already did that on this run, but we don't get retroactive credit, so we might have to save that for a different run. And all 6 vistas. Yeah. Yeah, the 6 vistas isn't so bad. Yes, the ones, yeah, the ones in Sundered Pass are a little out of the way, but the Polaroids you find do give you a pretty good idea where you can find them. Last one would be, oh yeah, cougar mauling. Well, oh yeah, has it been established that it's 25 in one run versus cumulatively? Because as far as I remember, the text on the achievement doesn't say. My hope is it would be cumulative, but I don't know. Okay. Yes, we want to go up this way. The problem is, there's a certain very fuzzy, very large someone who also likes to take that very narrow route. And if we should happen to meet on the road, well, that could go poorly for us. You do the last one on your stalker run and then one run of misery. Okay. Wait. Okay, no. That was me moving, not the horizon. No, right? Yeah. And you have some of especially like the cougar mauling. That takes a good amount of time and prep. Not the sort of thing you want to rush. Actually, you know what? Just in case. Just in case. Let me at least clear this ridge. Polish low for day 624. Okay. Goals 2,000. Wow. Would that be a new PB, or is that just a one goal along the way? Okay, no bear in our immediate vicinity, so we can put that away. Okay, is that... Oh, right. There can be a moose up here, can't there? Ugh. Not thrilled by that prospect, but yeah, we might just see if we can you take a couple revolver shots and scare it off if that's the case. Hang on, I have to check. Can you? Oh, you can just walk right in here. Wow, what was that? That's yeah. As long as the wind isn't blowing directly this way, that's ooh. Fire here, snow shelter here. I like it. It would be a new record. Nice. Well, good luck with that. And yeah, as you say, you got plenty of time to do that one. Oh, you didn't know about the yeah, Zert, because I think that was one of my finds with Faithful Cartographer. Yeah, they're usually the cave route, and then because without that rope there, you got to find another way around. Yeah, it's very handy, especially if you don't know the cave route, or if you say you don't want to zone in anywhere. Now the trade-off is it's narrow, and now with the with the bear using that to wander up and down between those plateaus, it can be a little hair-raising. But it's a very handy little shortcut to know. Also because there are, in addition to the summit, and then the couple crates you find on the way to the summit, if memory serves, there's a couple crates also up back here. Okay, nope, that's a deer. That is totally fine. Yeah, we're traveling slightly light on food. I might grab a couple cattails. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. There's a crate back there. I wouldn't go that way if I were you. There's some meanies back there. Anyway. But yeah, I think so. Oh, I remember because yeah, they think Faithful Cartographer forced me to go the counterclockwise way, like I was going to the summit, but then instead of going upward, I kept going around the back of the mountain, and then ended up at what was it, Eric's Falls? And then I just followed that all the way back here, found the Black Rock exit, and then found that path down, so climbing and goating were not necessary. Hooray. Oh, the crate's not there on Loper. Oh, boo. That's no fun.
I am too tired to think straight.
Ooh. Rope out. No, save those. Save those. We'll get you on the way. Wait. Oh, there we go. I was like, can we not harvest those? No, you just gotta aim for just the right pixel. Okay. Now I know when we pop out, we're not going to be very far from bricklayers, but I really don't want to push my luck. We're exhausted, and if we're this tired, the last thing I want to do is tangle with Timbies. So we're going to do the sensible thing. We're going to sleep in the cave. I will grab those. We might not keep them, but I'll grab them. Let's see. You found half mementos. Yeah, the pictures of the Six Vista soon, and then work on Misery. Just okay. Yeah, as you said, yeah, there no need to rush. They'll be there. But yeah, I did appreciate the Vista achievement in the far territory. It's kind of a stand-in for having to map it, like in Faithful Cartographer. I should go down here. There we go. Let's see. Anything? Anything? No, it's good to organize your efforts. Because like if you know you have nothing but time, as we've seen, it can be easy to lose your focus, and then you don't get anything done. Got more coal. Okay, see, okay now I'm hearing the water. Am I gonna see the water when I step in it? That has been an issue in the past. No, there is no. It said I stepped in water. I lost temperature, but there's no water to be seen. All right, this cave is still a little weird. Wait, all my temperature just went away. What the hell? Hinterland. Yeah, my boots and socks are soaked, and there's no sign of water anywhere. All right, easy with the drama there, Astrid. Yeah, I experienced that same thing years ago, and apparently it still has not been fixed. All right, well, look, just okay. There's the exit. There. Yes, I'm sorry I was letting you freeze to death with triple up arrows, my dear. Let me see real quick. Or do I have that mapped? No, I don't. Yeah, Cook's Farm's over there. Yeah, we're gonna be somewhere over here. Do I actually have? I don't have any charcoal. On the last, we did actually the quest line itself is done, but we don't have max. You got to do one more trade after you finish the quest line to hit max trust, as I understand it. So we have that trade pending. Yeah, we've got we got the flour ready to go. We just grabbed we're gonna grab a couple maple saplings from mountaineers, and then we're also getting the warden's revolver because, well, we don't have it. My memory of finding it was from a different run. Let's see. Oh yeah, I probably don't need 10 coal on me. Oh wait. hang on, real quick. We're not gonna travel. I just want to see if we have Maglens weather, because maybe I can start a fire. And we get some charcoal, and I can map just right outside this cave. You just did back-to-back trades till I mean, yeah, that could be two. I think. Okay, that is definitely not Maglens weather. So never mind. Yeah, that's one way to do it. My understanding is that if you do his special request, that leads to larger improvements in trader trust. There we go. Get rid of that. Thank you. Okay. Let's make some water while we're here. And we will be spending the night, so put that down. Let's see. Yeah, we got teas ready to go. The clothing is in mostly fine condition. I might fix this up just because we know that doggos do like to feast upon ear wraps and toques and other exterior clothing. I could make a coffee or two. Maybe we should do that, just as a precaution. Okay, yeah, you give me max water. Just in case we find ourselves needing to run from anything. We got 5. We got 5. Nice. I don't know. Sounds kind of blizzardy out there. So good time to be indoors as opposed to say wandering about looking for bricklayers. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah. No. We'll do one more each. There we go. Have some of that for the return trip. 21. 21. Perfect. Nice torch. Okay. And we'll just let that do its thing. All right, girl, get your 10. Lovely. We actually, not fully rested. Also early in the morning, so we'll give our girl a little bit of a lie-in. She had a hard day yesterday. She's earned it. Oh yes, and let me grab. All right, that'll do. Yeah, just sleep till you're fully energized, because we're probably gonna need it. Hmm? Oh, coal, right. There, that'll help. Oh, right, before we set out, let me make sure we have at least one of these attached to the radial, and those. There we go. And that. Again, just in case the worst happens. Is it still blizzarding? Sure is. All right. Well, so much for that plan. Anything else? No, all the tools seem fine. We could patch up. Yeah, I'd rather save the cloth for potential clothing repairs, though. I'll see if we can wish away the blizzard by tending to our tools. As one does. I'd listen for the blizzard, but the soundtrack has decided it wants center stage instead. All right, Sasha, really? Must we? Yeah, that blizzard I think started last night. It's almost noon and it's still going. I'm purely guessing here. I have no audio unless we like stand outside in a blizzard, which is usually not a maximally optimal way to play. Okay, good. Here. Okay, there we go. We're here. We want to get here. Oh, I see you, rose hips. We'll be back for you soon. Rest assured. Just we need help from a certain someone for me to give you a more appealing destination than a pie. Nothing wrong with pie, per se, but you could be so much more. Okay, hello, dear. Goodbye, dear. Now, we know if we stick to the road, the jerks are likely to come calling. At the same time, sticking to the road is how I how I know where to go. So we might have to, just we might have to just endure. Or, oh, you're a regular doggo. Okay. Man, who let regular doggos into Blackrock? Seriously? I'm not dealing with you. You do not perceive me. Okay. All right. I'm slowly getting my bearings back. I know, like actually, like down here, near the farm, there's a bridge that goes across the way. Maybe we can skip one Timby box. This can be pack rather. Walking. You talking about me or him, psychotic dear? Oh, look at you. You think you're a persistence hunter? Hmm? You think you're gonna stalk me all the way across the map, boyo? Hmm? Do you? Hmm? Come on now. Let's see how committed to the bit you are. Man, so many rose hips. Oh, buddy, what's the matter? I thought you were hungry. More rose hips. God, my rose hip sense is now what it was with feathers after LD's tournament. I just I feel it is a thrill every time I walk past a rose hip bush that I haven't harvested. Okay, no. Oh, that was a solo guy. Oh, okay. Did I take out the rest of his pack and then leave him? Because that's actually perfect. Yeah, I don't see any of his friends anywhere. If that's the if that's the case, I'm happy to let him live. Because that's all he's going to do. Because as long as he lives, that means his pack's not going to respawn. And that's going to make life around here a lot easier. Now, I think if we do get too close, he might still jump us. So we want to give him some space. The hell is that? I don't know. He's being weird. If you take them down to one, will they? Yeah. If the pack is down to a single timber wolf, when they sense you, they just run every time, which is the ideal outcome. Then you don't have the because the respawn timer doesn't start until every member of the pack is dead. So yeah, you want to leave a witness. Now sometimes your bloodlust gets the best of you, and you just end up taking down the entire pack anyway. And oh well. Oh hello, lost and found box. You're probably full of cattail heads and a jerry can.
This pack
Wow.
is getting kind of heavy.
Okay.